Welcome to This One's On Me, where I, Snedladla, invite you to come and be a part of other people's lived experiences. Even though I am a full-time artist, I also dabble as a part-time bartender here at Kitcheners to ensure I continue bringing home the bacon. Cause wow, life has been a pandemic. So while I serve my customers a cold beverage or at times a shot to lift their spirits, I sometimes offer them a free round in exchange for them to share a story with the rest of my customers. Sometimes these stories are humorous, but also at times dark enough to drive you straight to the bar. In the series, our stories will allow you to take a moment to walk in their shoes as they each share a slice of their lives with you. I am Snedladla, and welcome to my bar. Jozi, the city of gold. Most people think that as soon as you land in this city, then you've made it. Little do they know that is not always the case. Some of us had to start right at the bottom. Well, in this episode, things take a different turn as I am the one who invites you into my life story. So my story is just about perseverance and also understanding that the power of family and friends is so incredible. So I need to rewind back to the year 2017. It was round about March when my lady called me. I was in Cape Town doing a production, and then she called me and she said, "Baby, I am pregnant." I went, "This is great, but you have to respond with a smile, because if you go, there's a problem, because this is not a great start." So I said, "Great, this is fantastic. I will see you in Joburg just now. But also don't panic, because we don't really know." Now, fast forward all the plans, because a baby is coming, which means your entire salary is no longer yours. It's now this kid's that you don't even know yet. So the year 2017 was going well. I'm doing great productions. I have my first one-man show, my second one-man show going. I'm doing King Kong on stage. We're now going to do Cape Town and then do Joburg and do Cape Town once again. And then eventually I thought to myself, man, let's move to Joburg because the currency in Joburg is stronger, as we know, compared to Cape Town. So we now moved to Johannesburg with my lady and my 2-month-old son, and things were going quite well around about this time, and I had 2 productions lined up, but with no plan from there. So we get to Johannesburg, and I think to myself, you know what, let me try expand what I actually have. Not taking into account that my salary is not that strong quite yet at this moment. So I go, you know what, let's get a car because, Uber, we don't need this thing anymore. And I would like to drive my fiance and my son around. The car comes in, let's get this apartment. Come on, let's pay the rent. Let's do the things because, we've got these 2 jobs. And when people see you with these 2 jobs, you're fine. It was not fine. I lied to myself. So now I remember this was June in 2018. I had been promised further jobs by certain individuals that I will not name because, this industry can be tough sometimes, but those jobs did not happen. So now here we are. It is now June, the 3rd of June. I've now finished all the work and my account is on round about 1,000 Rand remaining. And I'm sitting there looking at my kid, looking at my fiance. We also have a friend who's staying with us who is paying for nothing during this time. So I'm sitting there going, sure, I've got 1,000 Rand, but I'm going, no, but let's hold out. Something will come together. It is now the end of June and I am on 0. My son has no nappies. His food is running out. We have about a week left of food and my fiance and I basically go to bed every single night not eating anything because he needs to eat something versus us. Also now I'm getting endless emails from our landlord going, where is the rent? We need this money. We now go into July and this became the routine every single day. We wake up in the morning at 8 o'clock and we sit. There's no money for Wi-Fi, there's no money for food, but for some strange reason we had unlimited tea just in the cupboard. So we'd have tea every morning. And then I remember distinctly one morning where my fiance just sat and just looked at me. And I could see in the eyes that she was saying it was your idea to come up here. You promised that we would be fine and you have not delivered. Our son, we are currently cleaning him right now with tissue paper and we don't have nappies for him. He has no more food. We're trying to make it work. We are not eating and we're living with someone who is not paying a cent. And I'm sitting there going, I don't know what to do. At this point, as well, on our laptop, all we had was SpongeBob series. I've never watched so much SpongeBob in my life. for 2 months. Nje, every day, SpongeBob, the whole day, as adults, we're watching SpongeBob because there's nothing else to watch. Fast forward to August, there's still nothing. I'm now selling items of things that I've acquired because I produce music. So I'm now selling off music equipment to try and get some food. And I find myself in the store with, I've now sold my laptop, which has my life's work of music on there, selling it. And I have 300 Rand, and I'm standing in the store going, I need to buy food to at least last us the next week so I can try communicate and try find something in terms of work. I have a car at home, can't afford fuel. Now I'm walking back home with groceries. Plastic, no, we can't fit these things in, just in case. Let me walk with this stuff back home. After selling a whole bunch of things and making do, September hits. And what happened was, in July, I think we had the Naledi Awards and I emceed, where I managed to get a friend to sponsor fuel for me for the car. And I performed on stage and did some stand-up to start off the whole event. And certain individuals saw me on that night. And that night, I had not eaten the entire day, all the way back home. And I remember also stopping in the middle of the night where we were so hungry and there were coins in the car. And I asked my fiance, do you want food? She's like, can we get a pie? And I stopped at the garage and I had enough money for one pie. And I was like, cool. It was coins, it was cents, like 20-cent coins put together and 50-cent coins. And I'm tracking all these coins in and they give me a pie and I go to her, I'm like, eat. And she's like, you don't want half? I'm like, no, I got some food backstage. You eat. And we went to bed. And I remember that night going, at least she ate and my kid ate that night. After that stand-up that I did, certain individuals saw me and then they called me in September and said, I saw you on stage. I want you for a corporate gig that is happening this month, this week. We'll pay you half now and pay the other half later. And within that month going on forwards, all the people I always worked with, they remembered me from past work that I did. And it's the importance of going, whatever work you do will always be fruitful in the future. Don't doubt the work that you do. And also in the tough times, as I said, the friends helped out with the fuel to get me through. Even though majority of the times I didn't eat just so the family would be okay. But those friends helped me through so that today I can afford more than what I could afford back then. So the importance of friends and family and also believing in yourself is highly important. So here's to you. Well, folks, I am glad there was a happy ending there. And I do hope that even you out there can take a slice from my story and run with it. Resilience and determination are everything. Just because it seems all gloomy today does not necessarily mean that you have hit a dead end. Get up, try. Try and try again until it all comes together like a dream. Thank you for joining us for another episode of This One's on Me. Until next time.